What's going on, YouTube? What's going on? Coming to you live here, just chilling out here right now. Man, a lot has changed since my first YouTube video. I was thinking about doing it, and then it kind of like just fell off, and a lot of things. So currently, right now, still working for the same company, JB Hunt, but locally doing intermodal driving for them right now, and been doing it a little over a year now. Yeah, about a little over a year now. And pros and cons about it, it's just with anything. Pros is, if you like me, family orientated, I love being home. So it kind of works out for you. Being home every night, making really pretty good, decent money. I'm able to do the things that I can do, live within my means but not struggling, you know what I mean? So it's just like, I'm good. Like, I know there's probably, people like, oh, if you go back over the road, you can run and make more money than that. But, like, I'm making really good money driving locally, and I'm home every night. So, I love it. Like, it's just, it's to each his own on that subject. YouTube is just to each his own on that. Like I said, the pros is being home every day, sleeping in your own bed every night. With intermodal, plenty of local work, man. Depending on how you run and everything, but they got loads coming out this rail. I do believe JB Hunt Intermodal is the biggest intermodal fleet. We do got a hell of a lot of drivers too, but still they're able to lost that word for a second. They're able to give all the drivers a good amount of runs every day. Man, that word, losing that word threw me. I'm gonna think of that word. You probably know what I mean, but I will say the only cons, other than working, like I work out of LA, out of Southgate, so you deal with LA traffic. That would be probably the only, like, there's a couple cons is like LA traffic, just being traffic general sucks, period. Some of the places that we go to, man, even though we're in a day cab, it's like, how the heck do you really get trucks in these spots? But it's all about your lineup, like how you approach the dock and stuff like that. Like, all that comes into consideration. And then not having your own truck, sharing trucks is not, unless you gotta, like, right, I've been through, because I didn't change shifts 3 times. Yeah, I didn't change shifts 3 times. So I didn't change shift in days. So I used to work Friday through Tuesday, which was cool. You do a lot of, of course, during the weekends, it's not that much traffic and there's so many runs and stuff out there. With not a lot of traffic, and a lot of customers still need stuff delivered on the weekend, so that helps out a lot. And then you can get a little bit more runs on the weekend. But I'm young, so I really wanted my weekends back. But I had to understand that, coming in the intermodal from OTR, that I had to put in my time first. So I put in my couple months in there, and then I asked, the fleet manager supervisor if I could change, running days, and he was like, yeah, no problem. One thing, JB Hunt is very accommodating to you too, whatever the situation is, because I'll bring up another situation where I had to change again to the shift that I'm on right now. JB Hunt very accommodating. It's like, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, you come to work every day, you grind, they know it. Whenever you need something, they help try to get that, or try to, whatever situation you're in, they really go above and beyond and try to get you into a place where you're comfortable. So I switched over I was still working from 7 to, you put in 12-hour days. So I was working from 7 to 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Not every day. It's not every 12 hours every day. Most of the time it's all traffic anyway. And then I wound up getting into a car accident last year, and I had to do therapy for that accident for my wrist and my arm. And I approached the supervisor and was like, you know what, I got a car accident, I have therapy. Is there another shift that I can get onto? He was like, well, if you don't mind waking up, super early, you can come in at 2:00. It's like 2:00 in the morning? He was like, yeah. I was like, oh wow. Ooh. I don't know if it's I think I'm nocturnal because I really hate sleeping at night. Like I can't sleep at night. It's not sleep apnea because I went to the doctor, so it's not that. It's just I'm just nocturnal. Like I can't go to sleep until like 11 o'clock, which sucks because then getting up at 2. But I had to start drinking these herbal teas and stuff like that to help relax my mind. Just my mind just be thinking, man. Just a lot of stuff going on. So that. And anyway, back to the subject. So yeah, so I switched over to this 2 a.m. shift, which is, man, the shift is cool. Like right now I'm at a customer right now. My appointment was at 5. I came and checked in. I told my fleet manager, say, you guys know I'm gonna sit there. They was like, yeah. So I get the tension. So my appointment was at 5. I care at like 3:30, and I'm just sitting here now. I'm just pulled up to the dock. Backed up about 13 minutes ago, and now I wait for them to unload me. Then I go to my other spot down the street. Still ain't dealing with no traffic, And how this company works, you get paid by the mile and the stop, so they're not on an hourly basis yet. And I don't really know which will be better, hourly or this. I guess it just depends on like how much per hour, and if getting paid per hour kind of balances out what I get paid now, I'll be cool with it. I think because getting paid by the hour, you don't like, I like to grind, so I like to run, and I think I'll still try to get as many loads as I do, even be paid by the hour, because I think getting paid by the hour, you may have a lot of drivers that just be like, hey, hey, I was at this one spot all dang day, and you probably could have got unloaded a little sooner if you would have opened your mouth up a little bit. But that's on a whole nother subject. I'll do another video about the difference between hourly and stop and mile pay. But like I said, the cons with driving local, just, man, I got off that subject a lot. The cons of driving local would be just traffic and sharing trucks. Like, that's one thing I do miss about having OTR. I mean, I miss having my own truck. I set it up the way I want to set it up. My radio stations never changed. I have my CB in there, my GPS, satellite radio. It was your truck, so you only drove that truck. This bad boy, I shared, but I just got lucky enough to have a really good co-driver or a split seat driver, and he's clean. We both clean out the truck. We both fuel it up. I fuel it up for him. He fuels it up for me. DEF and diesel, and that makes the con about not having your own truck is sharing trucks. But if you get lucky like me, because this is the 3rd truck I've been in, and this guy is clean, so now this con becomes pretty much a pro. It's clean. So yeah, that's about it. But the money is good. I'll put a link. I think I could put a link for JB Hunt stuff in the description of this video. I've never done all that. I haven't really done a lot of YouTube. I've been watching. I do more watching about YouTube, because when you're in this truck, and you're getting unloaded, that's all you pretty much do is watch YouTube. So I've been watching a lot of other truck drivers videos. I won't shout them out yet because I don't have any fan following, so I don't know if they'll ever get it. But I mean, if you ever want to check out some videos, 2 of the main ones that I follow are Little Guy Trucking and his partner, I think it's Little Dog Trucking too. I think I gotta figure out that. I just start watching him, but I mostly watch Little Guy because he's kind of funny. So shout out to Little Guy Trucking, and good. If you ever check his videos out, he's got he's been trucking for, I think, 5 years, I want to say now. Maybe longer than that, I don't know. But he's been through a couple companies too, so he kind of has a wider aspect on the whole company, because he's been from everything from student training to solo, student training in teams to solo to lease operating, owner like he's doing in those 5 years he's done a lot. So it's a real good, I think I got a lot of information from that, because I'm thinking of getting my own rig too. one day soon. But YouTube, that's about it for me. I think I covered about pretty much the pros. I mean, if it wasn't enough descriptions for you, hit me up in the comments, and then I will chat back with you, see what I missed. I'll say the pros and cons. Yeah, that's about my pros and cons. But everybody's different. Like, some people complain that there's not enough work. Some people complain about the wait time and stuff like that. I mean, you do spend a lot of time in this truck. And I've noticed that, so you got to get out and like walk around and, interact with other truck drivers, because, the trucking community, is a brotherhood. So, it's, you got some truck drivers that are just like douchebags. Like, they just don't care. They leave. Like, oh man, I actually want to I'm going to do another video. This video is already going on 10 minutes, so I don't want to, long video, but you got these truck drivers that just don't care, man, and it's like, that's what tarnishes the truck driving rep, I believe, because even though I wasn't born into this trade, I've always been interested into it. So I've always seen trucks, like, man, I want to one day drive one of those and see what it's like. And I love the hell out of this. Like, I love the hell out of what I do. Couldn't see myself doing anything else other than truck driving, man, because it's just fun. Like, I love driving, and so even though I'm not over the road no more, which I do, can't lie, I do miss it. And I mean, I probably still would do it. I probably still would be over road driving if JB Hunt had bigger truck. If they had like the full, over the road truck, not those little single beds. Because the only bad thing about that was me is because when I'm over the road, I don't want to, because how normally companies do is every week you're out as a day home. Well, you kind of want to fill your truck up with stuff to keep you out long enough, and with the small trucks they had, like, you couldn't fit like a lot of stuff in there, man. It was just all, then when you did, you was sleeping on top of stuff, and every night you gotta, are they done already? Oh, every night you gotta move stuff off your bed and put it in the front seats, and then move all that stuff back, your TV, duffel bag. It just wasn't enough room. And then your food, like, it wasn't just enough room in those trucks. So that's why I kind of was pushing to come off the road and come drive local intermodal. And then plus, when they say you can make this close to the same money, if not the same or a little bit more, driving intermodal and go home every night, why not jump on that? Yeah, that's it. That's just my, I don't know, this video started off as being the pros and cons about local and stuff like that, but it's just an all around, I guess, description of what I go through every day, which is chill, man. Like, it's chill. JB Hunt does, they didn't push for it, but I do remember him saying that you needed to have your hazmat. So I started the hazmat process last year. Last May. May 5th to be exact. So May 5th, I started the hazmat process of 2016, and I got in. I study guide and everything like that, and I studied and I passed all my tests except for the air brakes. And I think by me having to do that again, I had to take everything in. So you had to take your combination, your general knowledge, your Class C, and your air brake test, plus the hazmat endorsement. So I take all 5 of those tests, and I was just like, man, I was burnt out. And so I only had to pass that one test, which is air brakes. And my damn procrastinating ass, I waited all the way to May 3rd of this year to actually go back to the DMV and take that test, and I passed it. So I got my hazmat. I'm gonna see if I can get my other endorsements and not procrastinate as long as possible, but that's my next challenge. So I'm gonna get my doubles and triples so I can drive pub trailers one day if the opportunity opens up for that. But other than that, YouTube, that's about it. If you're a truck driver, man, just be out there, be safe. I'm gonna do a video maybe tomorrow about going into trucking from, like I did, not raised in trucking. No one in my family is a truck driver, but I wanted to be one. So I'll go into that a little later, YouTube. I'll holler at you guys later. Be safe, be kind, and be courteous to everyone. And my lips busted. Ugh, split lip. Alright, YouTube. Later.